If your ink's too slow and your nib won't flow, here's one of the places that you can go. Larry is here to see you through with Mr. Announcer and Cubby too. It's Larry's Fountain Pen Reviews.
Welcome, folks, to Larry's Fountain Pens Review. I'm Larry, and Mr. Announcer is back there somewhere.
Hello.
Hello. And today, this review is
Ayush paper.
And it's provided by
Frank from Federalist Pens and Paper.
So thank you a whole lot to Mr. Frank for sponsoring this review. See? All right, so you know, when this paper came out, I just knew I loved it. I liked it. And it started back with this right here, and that I really talked a lot about. And if you've yet to try this paper, then you don't know what you're missing. Why? Well, a few reasons why. Fountain pen friendly. Really some nice paper. Nicer than what I thought it was going to be. And very affordable. I think this paper will complement your pens, even the highest end pens you may have. Okay? To the lowest end pens. Even to the mid-range pens. So, I wanted this pad because I carry my notebook with me, and it uses these kind of pads in it. So I've been carrying the Rhodia in it, which is nice paper, but I really like this paper a lot. So let's get to it. And Mr. Announcer, would you read what's on front?
It says, Ayush paper, your fountain pen will love this paper.
Now, this is 100 GSMs with 50 pages, 100 with both sides. And I'll let Mr. Announcer tell you the reasons why you're going to love this book.
Let's see, it is a natural shade paper, no feathering and no bleeding. It handles flex nibs well, shows the sheen of sheen ink, has a moderate drying time, has minimal show through, and both sides are completely usable.
Anything on the bottom?
It says, if you love the tactile feeling of writing, this book is for you.
And so you can pick up this paper at Federalist Pens and Paper. And I highly recommend you give this a try. It's going to knock your eyeballs out. If you're a pen person, fountain pen, rollerball, gel pen, ballpoint pen, mechanical pencil, Crayola, blah, blah, then you're going to say, hey, you know what? Larry got this right. Of course I did. Or I wouldn't be recommending it. So here we go. We're going to flip it over. And I like the way this paper feels and the way it's made. And right here at the top, you can see where, Mr. Announcer, you do the honors.
Perforated.
Yes. And that's easy to tear off with as well. So.
Okay, this is not lined. Do they also have lined?
Yes, they do. So I'm saying yes, they do. I believe they do, but I requested the blank. So when you give that call to Frank or email him, tell him Larry said, do you have lined? He'll say, yay or nay. But regardless, you got to get one. You got to get one. And don't stop there. No, hold on to your pictures. I got to show you one more thing before we go. Oh, today. Because right here in this briefcase is another one. So we've got all these going on. And if you check this out, this has the same binding as this one right here on top. And when you open it up as well on the top, it's really, really cool. Really nice paper. It does well with ink. So let me show you guys. You're probably wondering, how well does it do? Well, let's get to it. I'm using the India made pen that I just reviewed. I'm going to use two of them. This is the Click, which Frank has this right now at his store for sale at a very, very affordable price and well worth the money. And then this is the Falcon from India. Both great fountain pens, just pens I fell in love with. So, welcome to the United States, India. Here we go. So this is the Click. Now we're going to see paper in action. Pen, nib in action. Here we go. And what kind of ink am I using, you're wondering? I'll tell you. We are using, right now, the Robert Oyster Frankly Scarlet, I believe. Let me see. Make sure I didn't mess that up. That's right here. Robert Oyster inks. Yay! And that's Frankly Scarlet. Okay. And this is a fine, yep. Okay. I messed that up, didn't I? Oh well. All right. All right. And we're using Robert Oyster ink again. And we're using the Tokyo Blue Denim. And this one has the broad nib. I love this ink. Good stuff. Okay. My nib. Nice sweat. Okay. Now, my friends, let's do a little Oyster inks for some further testing to this paper. So you're probably thinking, how good is this paper? Well, I already know how good it is because I use it and I love it. Isn't that beautiful ink? Beautiful ink. Loving it. I truly love this ink. All right now. Now, we're going to turn it over and see what it looks like on the other side. Because remember, you can use both sides of the paper. Isn't that what it says, Mr. Announcer?
Yes, it did say that.
And here we go. What does it look like?
I would say it looks extremely well.
All right, so I do too. And yes, you can use the other side. So, now.
You can see the paper buckling just a little bit where the heavy swab went, but the regular writing is just perfect.
Oh, yeah, and I did that to show you.
Yeah, because that wouldn't be normal wear and tear for the
Right,
paper.
right. To show you how well this paper holds up, I really put it on there. Okay, tried a little bit of that ink, and that is the Beatles.
Psychedelic purple.
Yes. And that is the Mont Blanc, the 80 days around the world. And this is that newest one by Mont Blanc, the, is it Scarlet Red? It's called, let me make sure. Yeah, that's what it is, Scarlet Red. Okay, all right. So, let me put these away. And we're going to be doing a little bit more here. Because when I test a product, I test the product. Okay. And then from here we'll go to number 2 paper. Okay. So here is going to be a Sharpie. Now these may bleed through because a lot of them do on all the paper that I've seen. And roller ball. And we'll do a ballpoint. Let me see here. And we'll do a pencil. We'll do some other kind of inks here. Let's see. It's probably dry already. Yeah, I haven't used this. Believe it or not, this pen, I haven't used it in, I don't know, 6 years, 7 years. I forgot I had it, and it either dried up like that one's dried up, so
it's probably a little upset with you.
yeah, because like I said, it's been years. I like to keep it if I can find refills for it, but I forgot I had it till I found it the other day. So I think we all got the picture. Let's see how this works on the other side. The Sharpie come through?
the Sharpie is the only thing that I see. Yes.
Yeah, and like I said, Sharpie usually comes through, you know, all the paper on the Rhodia and the Clairefontaine. I've done reviews on it, and I've seen reviews on it, so I'm not alarmed. I'm not worried about it. But there's the Sharpie right there, and that's the only one that will show up on it. But this paper, excellent paper at an excellent price. And
I would say that's pretty much on par with that sugar cane paper you had.
yeah, something like that. Yeah, so, and I think Frank may have different books. So you might want to keep these books in mind of paper, because tomorrow at the Pen Hangout, I will be talking about this stuff here, and I'll be talking about Robert Oyster inks, and about the Click fountain pen on that package deal I'm doing. So that's going to be interesting. All right, last but not least. Now, here it is. One and only Tumble River paper notebook. This is the new type. It says new type. Original paper, didn't it say that?
I'm looking. Oh, move your hand up a little
Oh,
bit.
I'm sorry.
Okay. It does. It says new type original paper. So
Okay. So this is the 5mm dot grid. This is the new sub dot grid with 160 pages. A5. So here we go. We're going to open this little jewel up. I think this one is like 24 bucks, isn't it?
yes. So they're saying, is that a new type of book using the original paper stock?
I think it's saying it's using the dot grid is going to be, yeah, it's the new sub dot grid on it. So
Because they changed their paper, if I remember correctly, but this is still the old paper.
no, this is, well, it does say original paper, yeah. So, but they've changed the grid on here, the dot grid. So, and you really can't tell a whole lot of the change in the new paper. At least I don't. Here it is right here. Isn't that beautiful? I know I'm a paper freak. Oh, just gorgeous. Oh, Tumble River paper. So, let's talk about price. Somebody say, $24, that's a lot of money. I beg to differ. I like quality paper. I don't mind spending 24 bucks for quality paper. So this is my favorite paper of all papers. I just love the way it feels. It's really hard for me to describe the way it feels. It just feels so unique. It's Tumble River paper. So let's just get a few pens out. We're going to write with this so I can show you what this looks like. And then we're going to show you what this will fit in. Let's bring the old Click back. Okay. All right, today is Monday. Beautiful nib on this sucker. Lovely nib on this Click. Yes, sir. All right, now we're going to see how this does on the other end. And there you go. No problems whatsoever. Thin paper, and it's beautiful. Okay. Just like I expect it to be. Lays down nice and flat. And this is how it's bind in to the book. And I believe that's glued in, which I like. I've seen them stitched, glued. I've seen them with a staple. Feel that, Mr. Announcer. Just feel that paper.
Oh, that's like
Nice smooth.
It's silky smooth.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh man, that's why you like a baby's bottom.
Yes.
Pa-paw, pa-paw, paw.
But don't put baby powder on it.
That deserves this. There you go. So now, last but not least, let's take out the one and only, the Lock B field journal. The one and only Lock B field journal. Love it. So, let's say you wanted to use a A5 on this. Well, you can. What can you do it this way? Well, we're going to find out. Bam. You can put 4 of them suckers in there if you want, whatever turns you on. Or you can put your regular notebooks from Lock B field notes, which are Tomo River paper as well. Perfect. It's in there fine. We're ready to go. Well, folks, what is your thoughts on all this beautiful paper? Today's paper day, isn't it, Mr. Nelson?
Yes.
It is. It's nice to have a change once in a while. You know, pens, ballpoints, gels, pencils, mechanical pencils, paper journals. There's all different sizes of journals. I can go on and on. But, you know, paper is one of my favorite. I just love it. I wish they had this when I was in school. But they didn't. So, folks, thank you for joining me today. And a special thank you to Frank at Federalist Pens and Paper. I believe that, well, you know, Frank always has discounts, right? Always. Just look on his site. And if you use, what is the code, Larry?
Just
10?
Larry.
Just Larry, you get 10% off. But then if you forget, he has a bunch of codes on his website, on his store, and you can save 10% off that. But you're going to be glad you checked out and got some of this paper. I know some people have already told me that they've ordered this already from Frank, and I believe they already got it in and they love it. Jim Chesney was one of them, right? In fact, Jim told me today that his wife got him one of these over at Federalist Pens and Paper, and he sent me the picture of it today. So, very good. All right, folks, I think I'm done for now. So, that's going to do it for today. I really appreciate everybody for joining me on this review. Be safe. Be kind to strangers out there. That's really important nowadays. We don't get enough of that. A lot of peace and a lot of love to each and every one of you. Take care of yourself. Take care of your families. And as always, don't text and don't drive. Bye-bye.